Now, I wanted to show you a quick overview of the inventory management Excel template that I have, or it's order management, or however you wanna call it. And so there is a bit of a dashboard that takes a lot of things into account, and I can walk you through that quickly before I get started. Obviously, as usual, you can select whichever color you have. Here I have green, yellow, but you might want something a little bit different. Not that one, but you might want to select another color. I think the violet is something I had to start with, so you can select your color. But I'm just going to go back to the orange, red, orange. So it's a bit clearer here. So as usual, you have the instructions. You have some settings. So for settings, you can set adjustment types. So adjustment, you know, you should know what it is. But if you don't, you should know what it is if you're in a. Okay, strike that. So adjustment type, you can decide what type of adjustment you have. A stock warning, so you want to get a warning when a stock goes below a certain amount. Item categories, you can select some items or product categories. It's up to you if you want to call them item or products. I've decided to call them item, but for you it might be product. And a minimum amount of chart plots for item inventory history. So this is, you'll see when we go there, you can select how many you want. So it allows you to have a close look or to go into a more broader view if you like. So settings, this is it. The suppliers, very simple supplier list. Here you can input your suppliers and anything that you would like here as an address. Obviously the supplier will be used during the ordering process. So the dashboard, I'll come back into it later on. Maybe it will make more sense when we go through everything. And I'm going to start from the right hand side. So this is where you input your items. And obviously this will be used as well. You will be only able to put orders based on those items here. You input an item description that will be also retrieved, date of acquisition, and the item category. It is also something that we have defined earlier on, item category in the settings. Supplier also we have defined. And all this actually goes to, all this rest is being calculated. So this is something that is left in stock, the amount of the adjustment and the total order. So it gives you the item list and a summary for each item of what has occurred. The restock needed. So this is the warning we talked about earlier on. So you have all the item or product list here, and that tells you how many is left in stock. So here everything is more or less under zero apart from a few here. So this is where you might want to change the color for this. I don't want to spend too much time working on colors, but you might find those colors a bit too aggressive here. So item history, there you go. So this is also, once again, something that is extracted by the system. It's based on your orders here. And here what you do, you select one item here. And it just retrieves everything from this item and it gives you a chart. It retrieves the description, obviously, total ordered, the total orders that we have, and the in-stock and the average per order here. So, in other words, you have 67 total ordered, but there's only 3 orders. And this gives you the stock variations. So orders go under, and the adjustments go above or under, depending, because some adjustment can be, oh, we found something, we have realized that someone fell off the truck or the like, so therefore it will be a negative adjustment. And this gives you the inventory here. This line gives you the inventory here. So that gives you every detail that you want. So talking about adjustments, here you input all the adjustments. Remember, in the settings, we define some adjustment types. I might have been carried away here. You know, it could be a stock replenishment, it could be damage, it could be write-offs, fallen off the truck or something like this. And then you just select here the item, and then you take the replenishment on this one here, movement type, you select it. And then we go back into the order. So this is where we have all the orders. This is where you input all your orders, and the list goes on. I think you can have like 1,000 items or the likes. And all that takes us to the dashboard. So what do we have in the dashboard? It's a broader view, I suppose, total item types, different order lines, total in stock, low stock 5, no stock 8 here, just to tell you how it works today, first sale, last sale. So this is just to give you a bit of an example of how you could have. Top 5 most sold items, they are here, the name of the item. Here they have all the same name more or less with just the numbering, so you have something hopefully that makes more sense than this. And it tells you how many have been sold. Overall stock status, items in stock, items with low orders, and items with no stock, because we have defined a threshold of what is defined as a low stock. So here it is. So this is the trend. Up to you if that makes sense. You might have some small items, some big items, but I think that gives you the last 3-year trend of how many you're selling. So you can see here this is looking good for the future. So this selection below will impact the charts below only. You can select one item or all items at once. So if we start with all items here, all items ordered for 1 month, you have here the year. You can select the year. 2025, not much happening. 2023, just one happening. And you can select the month here. So this is how you do it, just a specific month. Now, if you want to go more the last 12 months, it's here, or here you can select the full year, 2024. You can select a lot of stuff actually. 2025, there's nothing, makes sense. And the last 12 months here. So it stopped, everything stopped in October here. So here all items order, or all items monthly ordered items, sorry. And here it's the same thing, last 12 months, 2025, so it just, as usual, nothing here. 2024. Okay, so this is, I believe, pretty much it. I don't think there's anything I can go through here. I just wanted to mention this here at the bottom. You can select just one item here. So you can see there's not much happened for this item here. And then until you need to find an item where actually something happened here. For instance, this one, Toy 005, speed race car, and you have all this here. So this is pretty much it. I think this is quite complete. Just let me know how you go with it. And there's some instructions here, obviously, as usual. There's a link in the description if you like to have a go at it.